All right, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here near the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, July 3rd, 2026. Special edition on big tech role in censorship. It's a small one, but we've decided to do it. So in covering the court, which I do, in 2021, I wrote a story about a crypto scam resulting all in convictions. There was nothing controversial about it. It was all based on my own reporting. And now, apparently, one or more of the subjects of the story have hired a reputation management firm to repeatedly complain to Google that the articles about their case somehow contain copyrighted material. They cite Bloomberg, but there's no Bloomberg material in it. And the problem with Google is I've appealed each and every one. As soon as it came in, I appealed. In fact, I did it in January, and they said, you're right, there's no copyrighted material. We will remove any block. They're now demonetizing. So it's a very cynical strategy that some corporate defendants, convicted, have adopted. And I believe that Google is complicit in it. I believe that they know. Because I've appealed every one, I get no response to the appeals, but they just send a new complaint about a new article. And I'm going to get into this level of detail. That's why I'm devoting this one to it. Somehow they're assisted by switching the URL slightly, meaning it goes like 30F Schofield Farkas and the ICP and the date, and they change the ICP to capital letters. So if the URL that they send to Google, in fact, results in a 404. It doesn't exist because you have to make it small case. So apparently, by doing it that way, it makes the appeal ineffective. I don't know. These guys have come up with a scam, and it's Google's job, this billion-dollar company, to understand that they're being used to censor. Instead, they just pass on the complaints. They say, look at the Lumen database. You go there, and they don't even have the complaint. A week later, they put it up, but it has no information. It has somebody from Australia. I've published a story on this on Inner City Press. You can find it. I've listed all the scam. I've Googled the names of the people that complained, and they're actually athletes from North Carolina high schools. They're just having their names stolen by these firms. Google is responsible. Got to say it. You can't be spending billions on data centers and yet be unable to read an appeal that you already granted in January and instead demonetize independent media's reporting for a corporate scammer. So Lumen database, they're associated with Harvard University. So we wrote to them and said, why are you providing a kind of fig leaf, an imprimatur of Ivy League legitimacy on what's just a scam? And first, the professor there's a professor, cyber law guy. He's away on vacation, of course. We're going to run a story about this because then we got a boilerplate thing saying we're not involved. We're just the repository for researchers. Well, I asked for a researcher account because I want to research this scam. No response on that. So I'd say Harvard's role in Lumen is shameful. Shameful. They at best providing a fig leaf on censorship, and at worst entirely complicit in it. If they get 1 penny out of this fraud, then it's even more. Anyway, this is sort of in the nature of a 4th of July. Now, of course, there was a bigger fight back in the past. It wasn't just about websites and Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Don't get me started, because Congress passed this law to back up Hollywood companies, and it turned out to just be a nightmare of abuse for corporate fraudsters to try to shut down independent media using big tech to do it. Well, we're going to continue to fight. We're Inner City Press. Independence, $250 for the small guy. And we need reinstatement into the United Nations. Mike Waltz hasn't done anything to help. Maybe renting out the roof as early as tomorrow. Here we are, and that's where it is. We are Inner City Press. Freedom.